Hey everyone, I would say one more for the road, but I'm unsure whether this is the last video or not. I'm just trying to make sure that I have some content to upload that's hopefully helpful for others, you know, and this one's going to follow along the lines of making sure that you tap inspiration. What do I mean by that? So, I'm not sure whether or not I uploaded a video. I know I recorded a video that talked about inspiration and being proactive and remaining inspired and getting inspired. Now, whether or not you get inspired because you chose to or because it just happened, I wanted to urge you guys to consider when it does happen, if you have the latitude to be able to write. And I'm talking about writing, but it can go for any creative venture or perhaps anything else, then make sure that you use it, because sometimes the way I see it, it's like, that's why I try and remain inspired, because when I'm inspired, and it's almost all the time because I'm trying to make sure that I take a very proactive approach to inspiration. Whenever I'm inspired, it's seamless. Writing's like breathing, very natural. Why do I say this? Because last Sunday actually, I was unable to, at one point I started writing like crazy for about 30 minutes, but I wasn't at home. So I had a choice to make, and I chose to, I had to go because I had to get, I had to get work done. And because of that, I didn't have a chance to, fully do what I usually do. That's the first time I think I have done in months where I didn't just sit down and write, The whole point's that had I done that, I know I would have knocked out another 30 minutes to an hour of work, if not more. And why is that important? Because writing when you're inspired is easy, and when you're not, it's hard. I know it sounds so simple, but really, I've asked people quite often, and they agree, it makes sense. That's basically my anti-writer's block. You're inspired, writing's a piece of cake. So just think about that, just in case you happen to be inspired and you do have the option to do something about it. Because if you don't, that's one thing. Like if you're just going through life and you're just running errands or something, that's fine. You're not always going to be able to do something like that. Like for instance, sometimes you watch a movie and you're like, wow, that's just amazing, but you have to leave the theater, and it's like you can't just plop down and start writing there. I mean, I guess you could, it was a short piece, but the whole point is that you don't always have the option to do that. But if you do, don't overlook it, because the way I see it, probably for every hour of work that you do while you're inspired, you probably knock out 2 or 3 when you're not inspired, when you're dealing with writer's block and you couldn't write if your life depended on it. But whatever formula it is, it's pretty close to easy writing and just complex. Like, why willingly subject yourself to overcomplicating the writing process if you don't have to? If you have the option, take it. If not, do what you can. Food for thought. You guys take care. Bye.